Nice to see you. I was waiting for connection. So, here we go, my beautiful loves. Hello, Julie. Hello, Lilith. Hello, Juanson. Hello, Elaine. Hello, if we do have our beautiful Jasmine who is around. It is nice to see you. So, how's everybody doing? And how was your weekend? And Julie, welcome on back into your town, sweetie pie. How's everybody doing? Mm-hmm. Just 1 second. All right. I'm going to start this off with our beautiful Julie tonight. Then I'm going to go and see Jasmine. All right. So here we go. Just a second. I'm just going to go what is this? Oh, that's 28. I'm just going to go and charge my battery. And we're going to start this off. So we're going to start on off with Julie. And then I'm going to go and see our beautiful Jasmine. Then we're going to go and see Elaine. How are you doing, beautiful Elaine? It's nice to see you. Comment ça va, ma belle Lilith? Oh, hubby will get to you later. He will get to you later, sweetie pie. Yeah, hubby is just being hubby-ish. That's what he does. Hubby likes to do that kind of stuff. He likes to take his time while he does his things, and that's that. But hey, that's okay. We've got it. We know how he is. I know I sound far away, but I'm right here. Je suis bien un peu fatiguée. Buonasera. Buonasera, Jasmine. Nice to see you, sweetie. Angie. Hi, sweetie pie. Nice to see you too, my love. How are you? We might have to kick, well, we're definitely going to have to kick his bonbon, but you know, full moon is here. We're ready to kick. Let's kick away. All right, so let's get this going. I'm just going to go and make sure everything is okay into the list. Thank you, my beautiful Angie. How are you doing, sweetie? And thank you for your donation. I hope that you're enjoying the very rainy weather. It's always raining. It's always raining. It's just chaos. Yesterday, Angie, I was, well, not quite to your place. I was in Three Rivers yesterday, and the rain was absurd. And I know that you guys got it before us, and it was nasty. Alex was telling, there's like a storm. It's really nasty. And I'm like, I got nothing. But then I got hit by it like many, many times. It was not a good thing. We will finish by having a summer sweetie pie. We also have our beautiful Mimi who has joined the party. So we have Ajat who is also there. Julie, I've got you for 3 questions. So I have Julie who is number 1. I have Jasmine who is 2. I have Elaine who is 3. I have Angie who is 4. And then I have our dear friend Ajat who's going to be 5. And we have Mimi who's going to be 6. And that is a list that we have for the moment, my beautiful loves. And let's get it going right away. I know. Yesterday was pretty hot, but like just the worst rain starting like at 3:30 in the afternoon. It was horrible. I know, I got lost. Yeah, Angie. Yeah, we meet up in Three Rivers often, Alex and I, because it's kind of midway between my house and his house. So we end up doing something in Three Rivers, and that's where we went. But like at 3:34, like the down rain, the pour was just amazing. Un désastre est un désastre. Juanson est un... Where is Juanson? He's not here? It's un désastre. Ah, yeah, he is not here. Oh, no, he is here. I saw hearts. Yeah, but much less. Yeah, there's our dear Juanson, sweetie. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go for Julie. Let's start it off. I'm going to concentrate on Julie over here. I'm just going to get all three of your questions and we're going to move on forward. All right. Okay. So these are the first two, and the third one is going to be over here now. Jasmine Bellissima. I know that you are here, so sarai la prossima. And here we go. So why? Because he's slow. He's slow. We need to kick his bonbon. That's why. I don't really necessarily see him running on back till like your 9:30, 10, simply because that's the way he kind of functions and that's the way he kind of goes about things. So here we go. Question number one, my love. This is where we're at. So Jasmine, Elaine, and Angie are going to be on up next. If anybody needs to step away, just let us know. As for Elaine, in about 5-6 minutes, it'll be your turn. Angie, in about 10-12 minutes, my love. So your question number one, that has to do with the hair, the bay leaves, so on, so on. I will not necessarily get into it, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so what I will say over here is this. I do feel as though hubby definitely did pick up onto that, you know, loving energy, almost like a nice little soft breeze that kind of touched his heart. Even if he can't name it, he felt that warmth and that calm kind of, if you will, kind of wash on over him. I feel like he's been into a lot of thoughts of being more tender, of being more sweet, of being more open. I feel like deep down it made him feel like he was loved, made him feel like he was special, made him feel like he was happy. But I do want to specify quietly happy. Why do I say quietly happy? Because it's not a happiness that you go on out and you just explore and no, there's like a beautiful quiet happiness that is there, that he is feeling, that I absolutely love. So I'm going to say, even if he's not 100% absolutely conscious about all these different type of layerings of feelings, they are there, they're present within him, and they're kind of like brewing like a beautiful potion or coffee, whatever. Now, question number two. Does he see you more and more as his life partner for life, true love? We're going to go and see that. All right. So does Mike see you more and more as his partner for life and true love? From what I can see over here, I'm actually going to have to say yes, Sweetie Pie. I do believe that he does. But I still believe that he has those boundaries and those issues that he has to work on through. So even if you have a belief, it's like you believe in magic. You believe that it exists because, oh my God, you see it and you can't explain it. But it is there. It is within you. The belief is what makes it continue on forward. This is it. So Spirit does show that, yes, he's not ready to declare it openly, but little by little, your bond is feeling less casual to him and more like something that is destined to be, like two souls kind of orbiting closer and closer. So even if he keeps it inside, the feeling is growing stronger within him. So it's a yes onto that one. Now, why has he not responded? Why? Because it is the way he functions. It is the way he functions because, honestly, I feel like he's kind of wondering if it is right for him to reply on back tonight or not, because he knows, you know, you had a certain travel, you had this, you have that, you probably have a lot of things that you have to do. You probably even have, into his mind, I don't know if you're returning to work tomorrow, but into his mind, he's thinking you're going back to work tomorrow. So there's like a lot of energies that are over here that is bringing him some hesitation, maybe a little bit of fears. I feel like he's a little bit worried about saying the wrong thing or showing too much too soon. So part of him does know that you might kind of get a little bit of a slap because of this delay, but he's hoping that you're going to feel his love beyond the words, beyond the message. So I'm going to say that he's silently telling himself that he's going to reply when for him it sounds like it is the right moment to do so. Always into the same objective of not doing something when you're not necessarily ready to do so, because if you do it when you're not necessarily ready to do so, you're kind of going a little bit against what you are ready to actually do, and he wants to move along with the flow. At the very same time, I feel like he's controlling his emotions by not wanting to jump on in too quickly, but at the same time, he's not wanting to hold on back. So when he holds on back, he kind of feels that guilt. And when he jumps on in too quickly, he kind of sometimes feels a little bit of fear. So sometimes it's actually kind of difficult for him to just kind of, I'm going to say, mingle that together and make sense of it, if you will. Yeah. Oh, you got your, so he's not consciously, he's somewhat consciously aware of it. Somewhat is what I will say. Yeah, not 100%, somewhat. Oh, okay. Hmm. All right. Uranus affecting mutable signs, so Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. If that's true, then two of your big three will be affected. Yeah. Let me know, Smitty. You should be hearing from him, I'm going to say probably tonight, my love. Tonight, I'm going to say tomorrow maximum, but I feel like he will reach on out a little bit later. Yes. I shall see you a little bit later, sweetie pie. I shall. Um, all right. So, let's go see over here our dear, beautiful Jasmine. Jasmine, are you here, my lovely? Let's go see. What is that? You love the chaotic? No, no chaotic energy. No chaotic energy, sweetie. All right, so Jasmine, hold on. You are into my email and you did send two different things, so just one little second. Okay, so we're gonna start with this, which is not the two questions that you switched or changed or that I didn't answer. I'm not too sure, but we're gonna start off with the one that you just sent out of here, okay? Okay, with the last one, then I'm going to go with the other two questions. All right, so hopefully you're going to be following me with it, and I'll try to let you know where I'm at and what I'm doing. Elaine, you are next, followed out by Angie. So, question number one. Question number one has to do with the interview. All right? Just so you know what I'm talking about. And just one second. My things are slightly frozen. Okay, no, we're good. All right, so it was frozen and then I got unfrozen and now it's frozen again. Just 1 second. Oh, the two that weren't into the email donations are being read now. I don't know. Is that what they are? Okay, I'll go back and look. So everything, my beautiful Jasmine, is into one email. Is that what I'm gathering? Everything's into one place. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so about the interview. So just confirm to me, my love, that everything is into the same place so I don't play around into the second one, because I did keep the second one. I did. So I have like 2 in one of them, and then I have the other one that you sent on off later. So just confirm to me that everything is into the one email and it is good. Otherwise, I'll go and look. As for your first question, if you had actually accepted, I feel like you might have liked parts of it at first, if you will, especially the routine and the chance to kind of get back into a certain rhythm. But emotionally, it wouldn't have felt quite aligned, like the pace or the environment or the energy might have kind of drained you again actually quite quickly, especially since your heart and your body are still kind of recovering from the last thing or the last job, if you will. So into the long run, it really wouldn't have been all that much suited for you. It feels more like it's somewhat of a bridge than something of like a next true step. Now, question number 2, this has to do with the month of August. Again, Elaine and Angie are up next. And I believe, Elaine, you already sent me your questions. Angie, I know I saw into my email that I already have your questions, so thank you for sending, my love. Elaine also, I believe, thank you for sending. I think they're there. Question number 2, about the August. I do see new doors opening like gently for you, offering, I feel like there's offers that feel a little bit lighter, a little bit less draining, maybe more aligned with who you are actually becoming at this moment. Especially around mid to late August, something kind of shows up that feels a little bit calmer, a little bit healthier, as much onto the emotional side as onto the mental side. So there's like a sense of choice too, like you won't feel as pushed by urgency, rather guided by what actually does feel right. Now the email. The email, would that have lasted or would it have kind of fallen apart? I feel like it feels sweet. I feel like it feels sweet into the beginning, like a little bit of a spark of hope, if you will, and kindness. Kind of similar to PPA. PAO, let's put it that way. But yes, I do see it as being something that is somewhat temporary also. I feel like the falling apart wouldn't be dramatic, more like fading out due to mismatched like life rhythms or emotional depth, but he might not have been fully ready to meet your soulful energy. So I feel like the cause does feel quite similar. It is about the timing, it is about the emotional state, it is about even perhaps your deeper need for connection that goes beyond the surface of warmth and all. So would it have? I'm going to say no, my love. I don't feel like it would have. And about the resting at this moment, and then I'm going to go and validate if all your questions have been answered and all is good, so I don't leave you hanging on in there. About the resting, I do believe that you are doing the good thing. I feel like you've just had so much going on. You've had a lot of transitions, I'm not necessarily going to say endings, I'm going to say transitions, because they are moving you from one place to the next. And I feel like these transitions, they take a lot, they suck a lot out of your soul, if you will. So your soul needs to pause. Your soul needs to heal. There's been a lot of attachments. There's a need to release attachments to the past, including Gigi. There's a need to restore your system, if you will, like your nervous system altogether, because there's been a lot of emotional weight. So even if finances kind of do worry you a little bit, your inner self does know that rest is actually kind of preparing you for something that is cleaner, something that is stronger, something that's going to help you move on forward, so you don't start something and end up not having the energy to do it, or end up not wanting to do it, or kind of getting somewhat of a false start. So it's a little bit like, think of it like a sacred pause before actually beginning with like a new alignment, new energies kind of coming on through. Look at it into that kind of a way. Hello, High Priestess. How are you doing, sweetie? It is nice to see you. Oh, don't worry about the previous one. Woohoo! Okay, thank you, Jasmine. I was so confused. I thought I had to answer all of them. All right, thank you, my love. So, Jasmine, I am wishing you the loveliest of evenings, sweetie. We are going to go on over and go and see our beautiful Elaine. And we're going to move on forward. I got you, my beautiful. Thank you so very much. Buonanotte, bellissima. Buona serata, Jasmine. Elaine, I'm coming to see you. I'm just going to update the PayPal as we speak at this moment. I'm going to come and add you onto the list, my beautiful High Priestess. High Priestess, were you not going with your brother somewhere this weekend? Or am I confused? I feel like this, like it's been put off, and I don't know. Okay, I do have you over here, my love, and I'm going to put you after Ajat. So I do have your question, so I can leave you a timestamp if you want to. I am currently with Elaine, going over to Angie, then I have Ajat, then there'll be High Priestess, followed out by Mimi. So my beautiful High Priestess, you have approximately, I'm going to say, a good 15 minutes, maybe 20. I'll say 20 minutes, 15 minutes before it's your turn. So if you want to leave and come back or anything of the such, entirely up to you, sweetie. All right. So just 1 second. Okay, Elaine, sweetie pie. Elaine, email. Let's go like this, and let's go over here. I'm going to put that, I'm going to put that, and this, and that. And voila. Okay, Elaine, I found you. And that's okay that she didn't respond right away. I'm going to go and look into the cards, my love, but yeah. She's not necessarily responding at this moment because she doesn't necessarily have the answers for you, my sweetie pie. Like I said, she's a little bit, and she's not a little bit, she is. This is the way that she functions. So she will look for different contracts, and you can think of her a little bit like I think you call them scouts. So they go on out and they look for different potentials, different type of artists, different type of talent. And whenever they actually have some type of a contract or something of the such coming their way, then, you know, they contact the right people and they give you a contract on out to do that, job, if you will. And this is why you have not yet at this moment in time. So I'm going to say about Linda. Okay, let's just call her Linda. When I'm actually picking up over here in the presentation is the following. I feel like the delay, it isn't about the quality of your presentation. It isn't about what you've done, what you've presented, who you are, or anything of the such. It's more like timing. It's more like the internal priorities. It's more like she's busy. She's got other stuff that is going on. I feel like your work did catch her attention, and it's not a rejection type of an energy. If it was a rejection, you would have known. But I do see movement, and I do see her getting back towards you, but not right away. We're talking more somewhere probably around end of July, beginning of August. Not really before. This is something that's going to be contractual, so it's not always going to be there. So yes, I do still feel like there is a real chance for something to open up for you. But like we said, it's going to take a little bit longer because she needs to have the right clients to kind of mix on in with you, if you will. But it has nothing to do with your creative vibe, it has nothing to do with the perfection that you have given or the presentation or anything of the such. You just need, and I know it's not easy. I say you just need to be patient. And it's not easy to be patient. When you want, you want. And I get that. But sometimes we still have to be patient. So, about why and the dream. There is something that is partially spiritual within that, partially coming from your subconscious. Why actually, I feel like why might actually be thinking or feeling something about you, but I feel like it's more in regards of nostalgia or missing your energy or even feeling a little bit guilty or a little bit conflicted. I feel like there's that, you know, the hug, the pull, the push kind of energy into the dream kind of shows that her warmth mixed with the distance in real life. I feel like the numbness and the sleep paralysis altogether, that sensation is like spirit trying to get your attention or show you there's still that beautiful energetic tie that is there, but it's not dangerous. It's more like something that is of a psychic echo, if you will, of her thoughts. Nothing much more, sweetie. Now, a general for the next 3 weeks. I actually see that there's going to be some things that are going to be lighter for you, as much emotionally as mentally. I feel like there's something that was stuck that is starting to shift. It could be a small message, it could be an offer, it could be an invite from somebody that's going to be coming around. I feel like there is going to be somewhat of some creative spark coming towards you, like wanting to make some type of design or wanting to make something new. So there is something coming around you or within you that you just want to create. You want to open up about it. It's like you want to actually put your emotions into it. So a very beautiful and creative space for you. I feel like more we go towards week 2 and week 3, because you did ask within the following 3 weeks, I feel like your energy feels stronger, like you're stepping out of that waiting mode. And that is so very important. Instead of being into the waiting mode, you're starting to get into the action mode. Let's make things happen. You're going into the wands mode. And that is good for you. So stepping into a more powerful energy. As for a general energy for today, Angie, you are next, followed out by Ajat and High Priestess. So Angie, don't go too far, my beautiful love. General energy for today. You're feeling a little bit lonely. You're feeling like you would love to have love. You're feeling like you would love to have some type of opening. You're feeling like you want to be unstuck. You're feeling like you want to be happy. So I'm going to say gentle but thoughtful. I feel like you're kind of reflecting on old connections and old plans, but there's also curiosity and there's that creative streak that is there. I feel like it's a really, really good day for you actually to kind of brainstorm, to update your portfolio, and just kind of dream of the next steps. So even if it feels like it's a little bit slow, the energy is supporting that beautiful quietness and that beautiful progress around you. So I'm going to say a lot of thoughtful energy, but a lot of thoughtful energy that is wanting to move, that is wanting to change, somewhat of a shift, if you will. As for any news coming your way, well, news will be coming your way. I mean, work-wise, you're going to start to have some news within the following weeks. Other than that, I do not necessarily believe that you have anybody who is coming around in affairs of the heart. Then I'm going to say it is more stagnant. And the rest of the moves is really coming from you. What you are putting on out is what you're going to be receiving. So the more you put out, the more you're going to start to receive. I don't have anything specific that is coming through you into messages other than somewhat perhaps of a contract happening into the following, like I said, beginning, end of July, beginning of August. You see, you did. You did. I know. I know. I know. I like it when we say, oh my God. Oh my God is good in everything. No, it's not. Sometimes we hear, oh my God, it's not a good thing. All right. That being said, I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. Continue working onto it, but really continue to work onto your beautiful energy. Continue to work onto it because that is what is helping you progress. That is what is helping you go from where you've been quite a little while ago to where you are right now. What you did is you took some chances, you modified, you developed, you reorganized, you reanalyzed, you changed. Like you have done so many beautiful transformations that have actually brought you to where you are at this moment. So I feel like it's really, really important for you to kind of follow on through with it because it's actually been quite good for you. Oh, what are you sending me? What is that? What is that? Oh no, sweet Lord. Yeah, no, I don't want that. You're such a sweetie pie, Hanson. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about winter, Hanson. You're such a sweetie pie. I saw something of the such the other day. Like there's only 13 Sundays or God knows what before. Please no. I love Christmas, but I no longer know what to buy my children for Christmas. I no longer know. It's all high tech and they already have the darn high tech. So what the heck do you get them? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but I love you. Thank you for thinking of me, Juanson. Oh my God. Ah, sweet Lord. Je sais pas, tu m'as dit tantôt, j'ai pas vu les vidéos, j'ai pas vu les photos, j'ai reçu un appel en matin. Tu peux-tu me les renvoyer? Puis après ça, t'as comme changé d'idée, puis t'as dit, ben, ok, non, envoie-moi pas les vidéos. Mais là, je sais pas, je les envoie plus. Mais là, tu m'as dit, ne pas les envoyer. Fait que je te les envoie plus. À moins que tu me le dis clairement de t'en envoyer, je t'en envoie pas. Mais c'est tout. Laisse tomber, c'est tellement pas important. Alright, here we go. And no, nobody's into the doghouse. You'll see if they have a Grinch one. I know. How come you don't feel any feelings like infatuation or heart throbbing for when kind of looking into the new social media profile? Probably because you're starting to disconnect, my beautiful Elaine. And when you kind of start to disconnect, that happens. That's it. It's a certain disconnection. Hey, Love Shine. How are you doing, sweetie pie? It is nice to see you. How are you doing? You're going to be up probably in about 20-25 minutes, my beautiful Love Shine. I don't know if you want to stick around or if you want to send me your questions by email, but don't send them into the chat right away because I will end up losing them, all right? All right. Okay, hold on. Here we go. And we do have our beautiful Love Shine who is here. So, Angie, let's go move on forward with it. I am, however, going to go and get Ajat's questions. So, Angie, Ajat, High Priestess, and then I'm going to go and see Mimi, and I'm going to go and see Love Shine. So what is happening with our beautiful Angie? Alrighty. I'm waiting for it to open. Okay. Oh no. I'm just reading your email, okay? Okay. Well, okay, we're gonna go and see that. Perfect. And you have a question regarding, okay. I'm almost done reading. I'm gonna go and answer all the questions. Uh, okay. All right. Let's go and see. So we're going to start off with the very first question and we're going to move on forward. All right. So question number 1. Ajat, let us know if you're here, by the way, sweetie, because you're going to be the following reading. Okay, so we're going to start with supporting A. We're going to call this person A again. That's going to be the first thing we're looking at. How is that actually going to go? I actually feel like the waters are going to feel a little bit calmer this time around. I feel like A might actually start off a little bit off guard and it kind of keep things a little bit formal, especially because it wasn't necessarily her choice to have you back, if you will. But I feel like over time, there is going to be a strong chance that she's going to allow you to support her, but properly, and actually give you like calendar access in different kind of ways. Mainly because she's seeing you as the best option locally, and because her new role that she actually has feels like it's less politically charged, if you will, than her old ambition to take her boss place. So I feel like she still likes the control and it might test you even a little bit at first, but I do sense more openness from her as she's actually going to adjust to her new role. She might even be a little bit overly warm, I'm going to say. So basically, I feel like it's going to go much better. I do. I feel like professionally, she's actually going to cooperate, and I feel like that's going to go into a good thing. So yeah, it's a yes. Even though it was not necessarily her first choice, she's going to do what she needs to do, and I feel like things are going to go just fine. All right. Here we go. Let me go and see what you're saying over here. And you supported her for 6 years, right? Hi, my beautiful big Cleo. Nice to see you, sweetie. How are you doing, my love? I hope that you're doing good. I shall put you onto the list, okay? But I'm probably going to have to leave you a timestamp unless you come back in about maybe 20 minutes or so, my love. My beautiful Angie, sweetie. So I'm basically going to say over here, I feel like things are going to go into the right way. I don't really see any problems. As for EA onto the sabbatical leave. Now, the part about going out overseas to France and helping the nephew, it does feel like it's partially true. I kind of just feel like there's more behind it. It kind of looks more like a burnout, if you will. Family duty, you know, the family duty, the needing space away from work politics. I just feel like right now the energy feels like she will probably come on back. I'm going to say there's probably a small chance, and by small chance, I'm going to give you a percentage of like 20 to 30% that she can change her mind and either extend the leave or kind of resign later if she's actually finding peace or a new calling abroad. So it's kind of interesting. The chances that she will actually come on back, I feel, are actually really, really quite small. But I feel like she's going to keep that window of opportunity open for as long as she, either find, well, I'm going to say basically until she finds something else or decides what is truly good, well, for her, and that she's somewhat kind of healed. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going around her at this moment. Yeah, and she's lived there before. So she probably does have, hi Diane, sweetie. She probably does have different type of connections over there too, sweetie pie. Yeah, I don't feel like the reason, Angie, is exactly what it is. Which is why I'm saying, I feel like part of it is what she is saying, but I feel like another part is not. I feel like we're needing to take some time. I feel like we're needing to take just that little bit of moment for us to clarify our direction, what we want, and how we want to move on forward. A little bit like a reorientation, if you will. Now, I'm kind of excited. I don't know about you. I'm kind of excited about the new medication. I am. And I have to say congratulations for you. I mean, you have been wanting to get off of this med for the longest of time, or anyways cut down onto it and everything of the such. You're finally at a level where it is good for you. It's pretty much what we had seen. So I'm glad the doctor's happy. And at the same time, if the doctor's happy, I'm going to say you're probably quite happy too, because it's probably doing some good for you. I do actually see you trying the new medication after your doctor does his research and actually feels quite safe about it. If your doctor's not 100% safe about it, I don't necessarily see you doing it. But if he secures you and he knows what he's doing and, you know, the bases have been done, I do believe that you will try it. I also do believe that the outlook of you trying it is actually quite positive. I feel like there's going to be like a gradual, if you will, cut off or a gradual wean off of the meds that you're on at this moment. And I feel like the new medication is going to reduce the different type of flare-ups and kind of keep you a little bit more stable, which is quite good. So I feel like your body might need a couple months though to adapt. It's not going to be like within the following 2, 3, 4 weeks. It could take 3 to 4 to maybe even 6 months before your body adapts to it. But it does definitely feel like it's going to be an improvement, especially for the long-term side effects and everything. So I'm going to say a definite onto my book. It's a definite green flag. Go ahead with it. How do you feel about that? Well, thank you, my beautiful big Cleo, sweetie. We'll definitely leave you a timestamp, my love. Thank you, sweet. And your doctor wants to do research. That's it. So, exactly. So there is going to be a new med. He is going to do the research that he needs to. It's probably going to take 2, 3 months before he actually comes along with this. And then he's going to say, yeah, why don't we go along with it? I feel like it's proven what it needs to be proved. And I do really feel like this is going to be good for you. So for me, it's a green flag all the way through, my love. Now, the boyfriend sister in the card. That's an interesting one, ain't it? Yeah, just to kind of bring up some family politics. Okay, well, not family politics. It's almost family gossip. Yeah, it's kind of strange that your name is not into that. I honestly don't like it all that much, but I'm not going to say that she doesn't like you, because I know that's a little bit where this is going to, and we're like, oh, is it because I don't, no, I don't actually feel like that's what it is. So it's not that she doesn't dislike you. All right, I don't see that. It just feels more like a formal habit or some traditional family kind of way to sign the card from the immediate family. So I feel like when you stayed together, her energy was there, it was genuine, and she saw you as kind, she saw you as polite. But maybe she's a little bit more reserved emotionally and kind of keeps family and partners a little bit separate onto the paper. So I'm going to say the niece and nephew, they do feel towards you neutral to warm. It's not neutral to cold, it's neutral to warm. So that's okay. They don't have anything against you. But I feel like they don't quite know you well enough to include you naturally yet as they kind of sign those things off. So I'm going to say over time, if you keep showing up, their feelings are slowly going to soften a little bit more, and you're going to start to see that your name should be included into the card. But it's not because I don't like you. I'm going to say partially we're kind of used to just kind of signing it like that. It was not meant to be into a way to exclude you or to hurt you or to give you any negative feedback in any kind of way. I really do feel like they're somewhat quite neutral towards you. Neutral, positive, I will say. Just basically, I'm going to say habit. But more time goes on by, the more you actually meet on up and everything as such, the more you're naturally going to feel included into it also. As strange as it is. But there are things about her that he does not care, but they do love each other. That's it. Yes. And let me finish this on up for you, sweetie pie, with let's go with a spirit message for you, my love. All right, so spirit message for our beautiful Angie. And if there's anything else I can do for you, please do let me know, sweetie pie. And I need to know if Ajat is with us, because Ajat is up next. Then I have High Priestess. So Ajat and High Priestess, let us know if your beautiful souls are here with us. Spirit message for you, my love. Trust the gentle unfolding of your journey. Even pauses hold hidden blessings. Your heart's quiet strength guides you more than you realize. Stay open. Love and new light are already onto their way towards you. Hi, Ajat. Nice to see you. Yeah, no. The fact that they do have 9 years apart really does mean an awful lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of years. There's a lot going on there. That's a lot. But sweetie pie, don't look at it into a way that is bad or anything as such. I really do not feel that in any kind of a way, sweetie. So I'm going to say let's just kind of give it a little bit more time, and you're going to see everything is going to make sense. You're going to feel just as included, but it could take 2 to 3 years. Like you need a little bit of time. And I'm sending you much love, my beautiful. It was lovely to see you again, sweetie. There's going to be some sun into the following days. I hope you get to enjoy it. I'm actually going further than your home tomorrow. I'm going to the Safari Zoo with my kids tomorrow. So I have like a good 3.5 hour drive to go there. I'm going to be leaving early. I don't want to go when there's a lot of people. I don't want to go like in construction halls. Like there's too many people all over the place. And as much as I'm quite the sociable little butterfly, when I'm with my kids, I do my stuff. I don't like to be in places where there's a zillion people. It's not my thing. So you don't get to enjoy the amenities, I feel. So anyways, tomorrow we're having a long drive because it's supposed to be nice. And so why not? And I don't feel like it's going to be overpopulated. So I'm driving a lot tomorrow. No, there's too much going on, right? Like there's too much, and you've got people who are positive, you've got people who are neutral, you've got the negative people, you've got like too much stuff. I don't like it. I like to go to places where there's not a lot of people. That's the way I like it. Give it time, and the fact that, well, that's another thing too. The fact that you guys are very far doesn't help. I know. No, it's not in Granby. I'm not going to the Granby Zoo. I'm going to the Safari Zoo. Granby will be another time. Safari is a little bit further off. Yeah. But last year we went to the Safari and we really liked it. Granby's too big. I will go this summer. It's just too big. It's too big, too much going on, too many people. Too commercial, perhaps, also. I feel like the Safari one is closer to the people, closer to the animals. I like it. No, it's a little bit off of Montreal, my sweet love. It's in Saint-Bernard-de-la-Colle. Yeah. So it's like a good 3.5 hours away from my place. I'm going to say it's about 45 minutes away from your major airport. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I know. We used to love the zoo. When we had a zoo over here, we used to go every year. At the end of the school year, we always used to go to there. Yeah. Yes, it is onto the US border. That's where we're going. Yes. It's lovely. I love it. I went last year. Had a great time with my kids. So going back tomorrow. And it's supposed to be nice though. No thunderstorms. Thank God. Ah. All right, so sweetie, Ajat, I'm coming on over to you. Coming on over to see you, sweetie. Let's go and see. The Quebec City Zoo was nice, Angie. It was big. We had all the major animals. It was lovely. We're just not enough population to have a zoo here, and there's like other ones around. So yeah, it's a pity though. It is a pity. It was a beautiful zoo. And now it's just a huge land that nobody uses. Like nothing has been done with it. All right, my dear Ajat, what do I have for you, my sweetie pie? High Priestess is next. So High Priestess followed up by Mimi. All right, so what happened onto the weekend is what I want to know. And my beautiful Angie, if you're not going to stick around with us, I am wishing you fait de beaux rêves, bonne nuit, et je suis tellement contente pour toi que tu as des bons résultats, que les choses se mettent dans le bon chemin, et je te souhaite, si je te vois pas avant tes vacances, et je suis sûre que tu vas prendre des vacances, je te souhaite d'excellentes vacances, ma belle. Please do enjoy them as much as you possibly can, sweetie pie. Ajat, so what do we got? He's feeling closer. Do you feel like he's feeling closer? I feel like he could feel even closer though. So I'm going to say he's feeling closer. I'm going to say that there's decisions. I'm going to say that we're thinking about you a little bit more. But I'm going to say we have a lot of weight. Like we're wondering. There's a lot of questions onto our mind. A lot of questions. So we're feeling closer to you after the weekend. There's a sweetness into his energy. He feels the warmth. He feels the attraction. He feels that deep comfort around you. I feel like he is replaying different kind of moments into his mind, kind of smiling, seeing you as special into his life and feeling like you're meaningful into his life right now. But at the same time, I do not see him completely being open and telling you that. I feel like he's feeling all this stuff, but he's keeping, I'm going to say, like 70% of this inside of his hole, inside of his heart, and not telling you. I would have much preferred if he actually came out and told you, but life would be so much easier if everybody did that. I don't see that happening right away. So I'm basically going to say I feel like you did have a really, really good weekend. I feel like he could have opened up a little bit more. I feel like he wants to open up a little bit more, but I feel like he's a little bit reserved and it's going to take a little bit more time. But basically, I can't say one negative thing. How do you feel it went? Hello, my beautiful pertinacity. En septembre, au Belgique. Well, that's not all that far away, sweetie pie. That's not that far. Yes, but it was a good time, right? And he only, that's it. That's the thing. How are you doing, pertinacity, sweetie? He only says little things, little bits and pieces here and there. Why doesn't he open up? Man, that's it. Juanson, we want you to tell us why you don't open up. Why do you guys not open up is what we want to know. Just tell us how you feel. Tell us, I love you. I think you're beautiful. Or I don't love you because I don't feel it right away. But I think you're gorgeous and I want to spend more time with you. You have such a beautiful soul. Like, why? Why? Why is it so difficult? I don't know. We're able to do it. Why not the man? Why? Ajat, sweetie. Yeah, it's a pride thing. Oh, it's an ego thing. Oh, it's an ego thing. All right. Jeez Louise. Let's go and give you some messages. These men and their egos. That's all I have to say. Because of the egos, we are left wondering and questioning. Oh la la. Okay. Or that's okay. We've got the answers. We don't need them to tell us. Look at that. I lie awake thinking about our future. Ace of Wands, wanting movement towards you. The Ace of Wands, by the way, is a very highly sexual card also. It is. I'm just saying. There you go. You make me want to do bad things. This is a devil card. A very highly sexual also. Wondering if you care and how much you truly care. It's like if he needs to know how much you truly care also. So he's looking for affirmations and he's looking for validation is what I want to say. And he needs more balance, which he does. Obviously, he's got a lot of weight upon his shoulders. He needs to take some of that weight off, tell you how much he cares about you, tell you what he wants so you can help him out with that. Some men are what? Scared. Or some, to put it bluntly, they're idiots. Nicely said. Oh, that is so well said. I do have to say I love it. All right. It is my pleasure, sweetie. Not all about it. They just have some screws loose. Oh my God. You'd think they're kind of like Frankenstein. You can see the bolts. You can adjust, right? Oh, la, 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 la. All right. So here we go. Pertinacity, I've got you onto the list, my sweetie pie. Ajad, I'm wishing you the loveliest of evenings, sweetie. We are going to come on over here and see our beautiful High Priestess, and the High Priestess is going to be at 50, we're going to say 57 minutes. Mimi is next. Mimi is not here. That's okay. Love Shine, I need you to post your questions if you are around, my love. So please do post your questions. And High Priestess, hold on. Here we go. All right. Alrighty. High Priestess, question. All right. What is that? Oh, we got Patricia and Susan. Oh my gosh, the list is longer here, sweetie pies. We have Susan, we have Patricia, nice to see you, and we have MZ. Okay, High Priestess. I'll update you with the list in just a moment. Thank you, my beautiful Susan. Thank you, my beautiful Patricia, and thank you, my beautiful Julie. We will leave you a timestamp, everybody, sweetie pies. All right. General messages for the rest of the month. You went, well, there you go. That's what I thought. You did go. And you enjoyed. I told you you would enjoy yourself the week before, no, but now, yeah. Absolutely. All right, hold on. Let's go and see. So, High Priestess, my love. All right. So, so. Alrighty. So, love. I love that you had a great time at the mall. I knew that you would have a great time at the mall because I told you so. I actually did say that he might do something like a little something something. It could be a little bit annoying, but nothing much more. It was going to be much better than the time that you were supposed to go that you did not go. I do actually feel like you did have like a nice lightheaded, I'm going to say lightheaded kind of energy. But I actually feel like that nice energy is going to continue on throughout the month altogether. Now, what I feel is really important for you over here altogether is I need you for the rest of the month. It's like if Spirit is saying, for the rest of the month, my beautiful love, enjoy simple moments of joy, of laughter, of small outings that are going to lift your mood, but so much more. Because there's a soft reminder to keep nurturing your own happiness, and that happiness is important. You're into like a grand search onto your path, onto your career, and so many different things. I feel like this is really aligning you with something that is nice, that is calm, that is bright. It's like if beautiful, bright days are ahead for you. So good for you for enjoying your time. As for the rest of the month, keep it light. Keep doing little activities that bring a lot of joy, and a lot of activity, and a lot of happiness basically into your life. I feel like you need to do things a little bit with, yes, great patience. You need to have patience with yourself, all right? I know that you want things. I know you want to move on forward, but you have to be patient. The more you're patient with yourself, the better things will kind of turn out and be for you. So be patient, my sweet love. Balance things out as much as you possibly can at the very same time. And you know what? I'm basically going to say over here, I feel as though this is all about pleasures. It's about making yourself happy. It's about trying to get rid of those worries. Sometimes those worries and that negativity kind of goes into the way. You can worry about something, but it's not going to change the outcome. If you are worried about something and you act towards it and then it's acted upon, let's say I want to find a job, but today I brought my curriculums. then you cannot worry anymore. You must continue. The following day, you must continue and do the very best. What I can see over here is that I feel as you have to be careful with anything that is of excess. So don't overdo anything in any kind of a way, but especially financially speaking. And there are two different choices that are going to be coming towards you. I'm going to say end July, beginning of August. Two financial choices. I feel like one of them is actually probably an opportunity that's going to open on up for you, but it's not going to be the major opportunity that you're looking for. It's an opportunity. It's a job. It'll do the job and it'll be okay. Until you find something more. But I kind of feel like you're tired of doing something, waiting for something more. And I feel like you have different type of decisions to do more onto the personal area, into your own private business that you've been trying to build. So there's different little, I'm going to say, choices that you need to, that you're going to have to take, but you don't have a wrong path. So whichever one it is that you take is going to be just okay. Don't worry about it. And you've been doing that. That's what you've got to do, sweetie. That's what you got to do, my love. Absolutely. Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, Julie, I've got you onto the list. I'm sorry. I've been slacking. Mimi is actually, I'm looking for Love Shine. If Love Shine is here, she's next. No, actually, I have Mimi. I have Love Shine. And then I have Big Cleo. I have Pertinacity. Then I have Susan, I have Patricia, and I have MZ. So you're going to be up in a little while, sweetie. Bye. High Priestess, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. I'm glad, my love. Continue doing what you're doing. It's good, okay? All right. Thank you, my beautiful Diane. Thank you, sweetie. Alrighty. Let's go see our beautiful Mimi. If Love Shine is around, please do post your questions. So, Mimi, love. Mimi, you're going to be into my email. There's no doubt about it. Let me go and find you. All right. Mimi. Let's go over here. Mimi, your questions are not here. Let me find you. Mimi. Oh no, wait! Maybe I'm completely lost. No, I am not lost and confused. We are into the right place. Okay, so here we go. Whenever you guys see our beautiful Love Shine, please let me know. Please ask her for her questions. All right. Because theoretically, Love Shine is next, followed up by Big Cleo. Big Cleo already needs a timestamp, so that's okay. All right. Mimi. This is bugged. Hold on. So he's not going to be coming back. Not really into the way that you think he is. No. At some point in time, he might end up coming on back, but it's not going to be coming on back into the way that he used to actually. Did I put a timestamp? Wait. Thank you, my beautiful love shine, sweetie. I don't know, did I? Did I put a timestamp? I don't see myself anywhere. I don't think I did. I don't think so. I don't know, Lilith. I don't think I put it. Did I put a timestamp? I have no idea. If I did not, here's the timestamp. If I did, then it's okay. Keep what you got. All right. So, my love, he's just not going to be coming back into the way that he used to. I see him coming on back, but more into manipulation kind of a way. Because into his mind, he wants to come a little bit closer. He wants to feel closer to you. I feel like he wants to have some type of recognition coming from you at the very same time. That's where the main issue is actually coming from. It's like he wants you to say that you're thinking about him, that, you know, you're still wondering about him and everything as such, which is what he's looking for. Validation is basically what it is. You're kind of. You think that last week you thought you saw somebody that looked like him from far away. Until you got an illusion, right? Yeah. What is he thinking about you now? All right, let's go see. All right, sweetie. Okay. What you actually need to know over here, my love, is this. What is he thinking about you at this moment? He is into a place where it's not about... What we need to remember over here is this. It's not about what was, all right? It's not what it is. That is, it's more about what can be. That's what I can see. It's more about what kind of a direction can you guys actually move on forward towards? What can happen into this type of connection? He's definitely not going to return on back into the connection like the type of connection that you had previously, because that is something that is simply not viable at this moment into his life. He does not want to let go of what he already has to move on forward into something else. So that's where the main issue is actually coming from. So I'm going to say into his thoughts, I mean, he still has beautiful, loving thoughts about you, but I feel as though they're a little bit remaining there. So yes, he does feel deep down that he does still think about you, and he does feel something nice and tender, but it's just like if it's a little bit weaker than before, a little bit like a candle that is burning, but it's burning a little bit lower. So right now I feel like his energy shows that he's like a little bit resigned, a little bit like you are, but you're resigned still with a little bit of hopefulness. He's more resigned, kind of distracted. I feel like he's trying to move forward, but I feel like your memory still touches him in many different ways. And I feel like he did have moments yesterday and even today where your name kind of came across into his mind, especially when he's quiet, especially when he's alone. That's where everything kind of comes on through. But I feel like his heart feels like it's somewhat tired, like it's exhausted, like yours is exhausted. So I feel like he's not chasing actively. He hasn't completely let go, but he isn't moving back neither. It's more like I'm still caring and everything as such, but I'm kind of frozen into my energy. So yes, it still feels like he's choosing his own path and her path at this moment in time, but it doesn't mean that you lose. It just means that Spirit is saying that it's not about punishment from past life karma. It's about you learning to love yourself first when somebody actually does pull away. So, I mean, does he love you? There was love, there still is, but not into the same way. I feel like now the love is kind of buried beneath guilt and doubt and even fear. So it's softer now, but like the love is still there, but there's just multiple layers to it. Now, about how others actually do see you, you know, I'm going to say to you into this, I feel like they see you as somebody who is actually very, very quite warm, very talkative, maybe a little bit impulsive, but very, very genuine. I feel like many people actually see you as being cute and pretty in your beautiful, unique kind of a way. And some might even call you a little bit snoopy or noisy, or even a little bit emotional sometimes. But altogether, I kind of feel like that's a little bit funny, and it's okay. So I'm going to say you've got a beautiful, nice vibe. People like your kindness. People like the spark that you actually have, and people remember that spark. So always, 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 always remember that, sweetie, okay? It doesn't really matter what it is that Mr. Harry is doing, how he is moving on forward. It doesn't make you lesser. It doesn't make you less lovable or anything of the such. Love messages coming from him, sweet one. Let's go and see. All right. You don't always have to see it, but you've carved out a space into my thoughts that I can't quite erase. At night, it's your smile that quietly finds me, even when I pretend not to notice. There's a pull towards you that feels stubborn, almost faded, like something I shouldn't want this much, but do. Part of me wonders if you feel it too. This is unfinished. A love shine. Hello, my beautiful Patricia. How are you doing, sweetie? It is nice to see you, my love. Love shine. It is nice to see you, sweetie. All right, so love shine. Is going to be at one. I'm going to put 122. Okay. Just 1 second, my love. I just have to go validate something. Mes amours, je sais pas c'est quoi vous faites, mais c'est bruyant, ça crie, ça fait beaucoup de choses. Pas tout de suite, fait qu'on va se calmer un tout petit peu, c'est bon? Non, Raphaël. Maman est pas crazy. Calme ton pompon. Calme ton pompon, bébé. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's go and see. Love shine. M Sun Up Until Sleep with wife and Amy. Up next is Big Cleo. So Big Cleo, if you're around, let us know, but I do know that you want a timestamp. So Big Cleo and Pertinacity are on up next. A reading's closing in 30 minutes for Juanson and Lilith, my beautiful loves. Up onto the list is Big Cleo, Pertinacity, Susan, Patricia, and our beautiful Julie. So what do we have following on through, my beautiful loves? And for those of you that I did not see for your 4th of July, happy 4th of July, a little bit late, but I do hope that you had a lovely weekend. Okay, sweetie, so Sun Up Until Sleep with wife. We're going to start with wife. With wife, there's no great, like, I'm not hiding anything from you over here, sweetie. We do have our moon that is there. We do have our emperor who is trying to make and, you know, do the best of everything. We do have a lack of physical desire, if you will, but I feel as though she kind of contributes and kind of makes a lot of things kind of move on forward. So you can kind of think of it as a train. She's the one who's the mastermind who makes the train kind of move on forward, and he kind of pushes the train forward, if you will. Is there necessarily any love? Not really. Are there any complications? No. Is there always a mix of kind of friendship, admiration, yet frustration? Yes. With you now. Queen of Wands. High Priestess. Much love towards you, but it's like if we're not quite able to see you at this moment. Is he gone on vacation or something again? But he is thinking about you. He is wondering about you. But it's like he's not able to spend as much time as he would like to. He's not able to do as much as he would normally like to with you at this moment. So I will say there is love, there is desire, there is a want to move on forward. If there is anybody that is into his heart, it is definitely you. But I feel like there's a little bit of, I want to see you, but can't really do all that much about it, or can't really increase it at this moment. Thoughts and feelings for Amy. Thoughts and feelings for Amy. Basically, what I can see over here is this, my beautiful. I feel as though he wants to have more focus upon you. I feel like he has a lot of motivation, a lot of ambition, a lot of love. I feel like he has a lot of desires towards you, but sometimes I just kind of feel as though he's not able to move on forward with it. I feel like lately maybe there has been a little bit of misalignment between you guys. A little bit like if you're doing your things and he's kind of doing his things. So I'm going to say there is much love, but I'm going to say we want to be able to focus more. We want to be able to spend more time with you. We just kind of feel like there's a lack of time that you guys can spend together lately. What do I see happening between you guys this week? Yeah. I see you feeling insecure. I see some, I'm not going to say a frustration, but I don't know. I feel you feeling insecure. I feel like he's trying to make things better. And I feel like he needs to say sorry about something. Ah, there you go, Big Cleo. You're next, my love. You're next, sweetie pie. Nice to see you, love. But then wife got sick on last day of vacation, right? It is a lack of time that is bothering him. You're going on vacation and then I have to catch up on work when he comes back. Yeah. Okay. So that's what it is. So I'm basically going to say this. I just kind of feel as though he wants to be able to spend more time with you, but it's just like that time is not there. It's just the possibility is not there. The time is not necessarily there. And I feel like it's kind of catching on up. And nothing is happening. I just feel like you're feeling insecure because you're not able to spend as much time with him. And you're kind of feeling insecure about that. And it's almost like if he was supposed to do something. It could be a phone call. It could be meetup. There's something that he's supposed to do that he's not going to do into the time that he said that he was going to. And that's going to kind of make you feel a little bit insecure. And you're going to kind of want him anyways to say that he's sorry for it, or kind of agree that maybe he did not, follow on through as much as he should have. But there's no conflicts. There's no big terror moments or anything of the such happening. I don't even want you to worry about it. I want you to let it go on by. The more you let it go on by, the better it will be. Maybe it will not happen. The more you think about it, we kind of subconsciously actually make it happen into a certain way. You kind of manifest it, and you don't want that. No. Sweetie pie, what does he have to say to you? Quite frankly, he wants to be able to be better for you. He feels as though you can be a little bit stubborn and that he can be quite stubborn. He wants you to know that even though he's been on vacations, he's kind of tired. He's kind of burnt out, but he's also very impulsive. He wants you to know, again, I keep seeing this misalignment and kind of working alone. My love, I feel as though he wants a lot more from your connection, but he doesn't know how to get it. That's basically what I feel. I feel like you often feel like you are doing a lot of the effort and you're doing more effort than he is putting on in. And I feel like he realizes that, but I feel like he feels bad for that. I feel like it creates him some issues. Yeah. Big Cleo. But basically, my beautiful love Sean, I don't want you to worry about it. There's nothing bad that is happening in any way. Nothing bad. He loves you, you love him, everything is okay. He's got the same type of feelings towards his wife as he usually does, somewhat of a friendship. He has love towards you. He wants to work towards the relationship with you. He just kind of feels like he doesn't have enough time. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Then don't think about it. Just let it be. Big Cleo, sweetie pie, you are going to be at 1:30, my beautiful love. And what do we have for you? So, does P have any erotic feelings for anybody else? All right, let's go and see. Let's go and see. All righty. All righty. So big clue what it is. Up next is going to be pertinacity. So pertinacity, let us know please if you are here and if you're around. So pertinacity is next, followed out by Susan, Patricia, and Julie. All right. So, does he have any romantic feelings? Does P have romantic feelings for anybody else, right? Or is it really just towards you? From what I can see at this moment, I do not feel so. Look. Into the cards over here, we have some negatives that are passing on through, and we do have some loving feelings that are in regards to you. So I'm not picking up that P has real romantic feelings for anybody else at this moment, including that other, okay? It feels like this is more something that is friendly, something that is of interest, something that is of curiosity. Hold on just one second. Yeah, so there's no doubt about it, okay? P does not have any feelings towards the other P. Towards the other P, it is more something that is of friendly interest. It is more of curiosity, has nothing to do with anything of palpitation of the heart, has nothing to do with love. I feel like his heart still seems to keep that space for you, and I do not see any emotional investment with anybody else at this time. So as for does he actually have any interest towards anybody else at this moment, even the other P, altogether, it is a definite no again. It is a no, sweetie pie. Now, has P been looking at your Facebook page continuously until last week? All right. He's been working at it. He's been working at it. Here we go. The Eight of Pentacles followed out by our beautiful world. And we also have our Emperor. So it's a definite yes over here. It does feel like the energy has been one of motivation. Let's check on in. Maybe even, several times a day. So I'm going to say especially when he's alone or he's feeling a little bit nostalgic. It's almost like if we're scrolling and then we're kind of pausing and then we go back later to see. A little bit like, has there been a refresh? Has something kind of popped on through? That's what I'm getting from it. So has P been looking at your Facebook page continuously? I'm going to say pretty much yes. We really just kind of want to know what you're up to and what you're doing and if there's anything new popping on through. How's he feeling at this moment? Again, pertinacity is next, followed out by Susan. Pertinacity and Susan are the following two readings. Right now, I actually feel like he's feeling quite drawn towards you. It's like we want to take that leap of faith with our Fool. I feel like he's into a place where there's like a certain warmth. We feel comfortable around you, quite frankly. I feel like we don't have any stress around you. I feel like this is a mix of longing. It's a mix of curiosity. But there's an awful lot of I'm wondering what you're doing. I'm getting a lot of what are you doing? What are you up to? A lot of that. But I kind of feel like he's holding himself from actually reaching on out quite directly. So it's kind of interesting. So I'm going to say a beautiful conscious research, fondness, a desire, a longing for more, but all within great curiosity. Now, as for his energy focus, I feel like for him, the strongest time is going to be between 9:30 p.m. and midnight. And again, I kind of feel like it's briefly, maybe a little bit into the afternoon, like between 1 and 3 p.m. That's basically when I actually feel like things, are kind of happening over here. Yes. Or let's say when he's a little bit more, stalking. We'll put it that way. Now, as for, reaching on out, I'm still going to have to say into the following weeks. So still in approximately, maybe 5 to 6 weeks, I feel like there's going to be somewhat like of an emotional kind of tipping point where things will just kind of shift and change and tune into the right vibration for you and him. So let's continue with these beautiful vibes and let's just make it happen. Because I feel like at some point in time, he's going to be maybe a little bit afraid of losing his place. He's going to want to take that action towards you. So it's almost like he's going to be getting a little bit of that internal nudge to do something. I know. Yes, he is looking every day. He's looking every day, several times a day. Yes, several times a day, my sweet love. Continue to manifest, my sweet love. Continue to manifest. Let's continue to work onto this. So far, so good. Fingers and toes crossed, my sweet love. Big Cleo. If you have this person's birth date, if you do, if you don't, you don't, that's okay. But if you do, can you send it to me into my email so I can do something for you onto the upcoming full moon? Oh, perfect. Well, you can give it to me here if you want to. Just the birth date. I don't need nothing else. I'll jot it down because we have the full moon onto the 10th and I'll do something for you at that moment. So either you can send an email or you can send it here. It's all good. Whatever you've got. If you've got just the day or the month, or you have the day, the month, and the year, I'll take whatever you got. No, I don't even need it. It's just if you have it, you have it. I'll take it. But if you don't have it, it's not a problem neither. I don't need it in order to do what I have to do, my beautiful big Cleo. It's just extra. Yeah. You're going to email it to me? Perfect. Take your time. You still have 3 days, but whenever you have a moment, send that out to me so I can do some beautiful workings. And I am wishing you the loveliest of evening, my beautiful big Cleo. Take care of your beautiful self. Actually, I'm going to wish you a beautiful day because I think you're into the day, right? I think you're further off. Pertinacity. Oh, July 10th. Oh, it's in 2 days. All right. 10th of July. Perfect, sweetie. I got it. Thank you, love. I got it. It's all good. You're going to email me? Okay. Got you too. Just as good. All right. I did jot it down, but it's all good. If you send it to me into an email, it's going to be even better. It is my pleasure. Wishing you a lovely day, sweetie pie. Take your time with the email. It's all good. Pertinacity, sweetie. Pertinacity. You're tired of this, right? I'm going to call it crap. Yeah. Yeah, because it is. It is utter. It is what it is. It's not fun. It's not interesting. It's nothing of the such. All right. Susan is next. I know Susan's not here, so that's okay. Pertinacity. I'm going to put you a timestamp here. And you're going to be at 140. Okay. Or is your relationship going to survive this rough patch? You're kind of tired of waiting. Okay, sweetie. I feel like at some point in time there will be somewhat of a transition. Is your relationship going to survive? I feel like there's still love. I feel like there's still connection between both of you, even if things really do feel like they're quite tense at this moment. I feel like this period is more about the both of you kind of learning to communicate really honestly and kind of be a little bit more soft towards one another rather than actually drifting apart. Is he tired of you and wanting to leave? I don't feel like he's tired of you, but I do feel as though there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of being emotionally worn down. But I mean, that is coming from stress. It's coming from fear of conflict, more than being done with you. It's more fear. It's more the emotions. Deep down, he still wants this to work. There is no doubt. He just might need some space to kind of clear his head and really just kind of find his words. So, is there going to be a transition? You know, I don't like to say a clear yes or no. I feel like it's going to depend what you guys are doing. For the moment, I'm going to say it is more of a yes. But I don't want you to hold on to, I'm saying it's a yes and you guys are going to break up. I don't want you to hold on to that, which is why I'm saying I'm not saying clear yes or no. From what I can see into the cards at this moment, there is a feeling lost. There is a feeling void, and we're having difficulty trying to get back up, if you will, trying to be into the right place. So I feel like there will be somewhat of a separation that will probably arrive within, I'm going to say probably this following 6 to 8 weeks. It's not going to be happening right away. It's kind of dragging out, which is why I'm saying there's a lot of things that are unsaid. I need us to start saying them. If you guys start speaking and opening on up and finding new ways to communicate, because I'm sure you do talk, I'm sure you do, open on up. But if you find new ways to talk and to communicate that are good for both of you, because we all have different type of styles of speaking, that is going to be the best way for you guys to make this survive. So can it survive? Yes. Is there still hope? Yes. But if things remain the way that they are and everything stays the way that they are, then I'm going to say no. My advice for you is to focus on being open, calm talks rather than pushing for big declarations. You don't want big declarations. You want to talk. So let the energy kind of settle. Let him come on back. And then, and then you guys can just talk things. But the more we push, the more we're going to hit a wall. It is more to leave some space. And that allows everybody to figure things out. Hello? For now, I'm going to say yes. Pas de suite, vraiment pas. J'en ai au moins pour 30 minutes. So let him be for now. I will say yes, my beautiful love. Absolutely, sweetie pie. But is it an end? No. I just feel like it is somewhat of a pause. It is somewhat of some issues that you guys are going through at this moment, but nothing has ended. I do still see my future when I look into your eyes. Peux-tu fermer la porte, Danielle? Sometimes, qu'est-ce que tu fais? I stare at my phone and I kind of become stuck. I do not want to lose your love. I'm afraid that I might lose you. Danielle, peux-tu sortir, s'il te plaît? Parce que ça me dérange.
Oui.
Ça me dérange?
À mon téléphone.
Va là-bas, s'il te plaît.
Il n'y a même pas de son.
The thought of you with somebody else would drive me insane. And I do want you to know that I do love you. Non, les deux, s'il vous plaît. Moi, je vais fermer la porte. Les deux, sortez. Allez hop, les deux. S'il vous plaît, et fermez ma porte. Merci beaucoup. Il n'y a aucune raison d'être ici. Merci. Là-bas. Parce que vous me dérangez. Allez hop.
Il ne fait rien.
Anaëlle, ça me dérange, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Ferme ma porte. Thank you. Anaëlle, ferme. Anaëlle, ma porte est toujours ouverte. Merci.
Tantôt, on écoute le film.
Non, il va être trop tard. On va l'écouter tout de suite si tu veux l'écouter. Alrighty, let's go see for our beautiful Susan. You're emotionally exhausted yourself, right? You can't even think in English at this moment. I'm going to say for the moment, my love, it is best for you to stay into the way that you are. Just let it be for the moment, but let him know what you're doing and how you're moving on forward. It is the best way, my love. It is not about giving up. It is not about closing things up. It is simply about taking, if you will, our time. That's it. That's all. Take the time that is necessary, sweetie pie. All will be good. Susan. Pertinacity, if you want to send me a message, may it be in English, French, or Italian. If you don't want to, if you don't want to think in English, send me an email. I'll answer you back. If you just want to talk about it, I'm here for you, my love. But I do not feel like this is the end of the relationship, but I do feel like somewhat of a pause and somewhat of a new beginning. You guys have like a painting that is very abstract at this moment, and we need it to become more defined. And sometimes by taking a little bit of a break or taking a little bit of a step back, we can define new ways of making this painting make sense, if you will. So let's make sense of the love. Let's go back to the basics of the love and let's see where we can go with it. But always remember, do not push forward. Look for what is right here in front of you and move on forward. And release the past. The past is only going to hurt. Susan, my love. Patricia, you're going to be on up next. So, and Patricia, I think your question is already into the email. If it is not already into PayPal, then please do post it, but I believe it is, so I think we're good. Now, my beautiful Susan, did Andrew give Ginger your social security number, and what scheme do they have? Did he give your social security number? I'm going to say no. What scheme do they have? They don't really have any scheme going. Well, they don't. They have fun together on multiple levels, financial levels, physical levels, but they do not believe they have any scam going on. No, I do not see them running off to get married neither. Nobody's going, he's not going to get married with anybody. Nobody's getting married with anybody, sweetie. No. He's not going to get married. And I'm even going to say he didn't give her no piece of jewelry. I feel like he did buy her a piece of clothing, though. I know. I know you're ready to say goodbye. You're not ready. You're wanting to do so, but you're not ready yet. When you're ready, you'll do it. But you're getting to that point. Because he has been acting distance, right? Honestly, I do feel as though, my love, I feel like your connection with Brian has been a connection that has lasted quite some time. You guys did have you did have somewhat of a relationship. I won't say good. You had a relationship. It was topsy-turvy. You became friends, and that was kind of topsy-turvy, but with more positive than negative. But there were a lot of doubts. I feel like at this moment there is a break that is necessary within your friendship. I don't necessarily I feel like sometimes he wonders a little bit what you're doing and what you're up to, but I do not necessarily feel as though he is wanting to have the relationship or the friendship, if you will, back at this moment in time. I still feel like he needs to have more time. Who's Kenny? Where me and Kenny ever a pair? He does have any kids? Oh, he doesn't have any kids. You never been married before, and Andrew don't plan on coming to. You're wondering what's going to happen between you and Kenny? I think that's what your question is, and it cut off after New York. I see you guys maybe collaborating. Maybe you guys could be good friends with, benefits or something of the such. You could be even just good friends. But is there anything actually happening romantically between you and Kenny? I don't foresee it at this moment, which doesn't mean that it's not going to be happening. It just means that I'm not seeing it at this moment. It's not to the cards. You're not at that point yet, but probably because you're still involved with A and you haven't left A yet. And that's why you're into that energy. So what I need you to do, my beautiful, is I need you to continue to focus onto you, onto your daughter, onto what is good, what makes you happy, and what's going to be good for you and your daughter. If A is not involved into the happiness, then A must not be there. If A is, then A can be there. If there's anything to do with A, then you must do something with A. But at this moment, A and all his shenanigans, he's just eating you alive, sweetie pie. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. And you need to start standing your ground upon what is good for you. Okay, my love? It's important, sweetie. I hope your beautiful angel is doing good too, my love. Patricia. Then we're going to go and see Julie and Juanson. You're out walking your dog and all is well. A love message. Yes, you can. Have you seen your sweetie pie lately? Let's go over here. You just asked for a love reading, whatever I want to tell you. All right, let's go see. So, Patricia, you're going to be at 152. Hi, Sean. Nice to see you, my love. I said hi to you earlier, but I think you just didn't see me, sweetie. So, alrighty. All right. Oh, sorry. That's okay. How could you know? All right. A Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, also having our Knight of Wands, getting our Empress, and followed with our Two of Swords. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Okay. There are beautiful memories. There are beautiful memories that seem to be coming towards your sweetie pie, or towards you and your sweetie pie anyways. He is very, very much money driven. He's still very money. You know, the main issue that happens between you and him is the fact that he is very money driven. It truly is the fact that he is into a place where money is very important for him, and it almost like takes like a really big part of his life. And I feel like money sometimes kind of sacrifices love sometimes, or the loving relationship that I can see. I feel like often he wants to take some type of a bold action towards you, but does not necessarily take that bold action. I feel as at the very same time, you're sometimes afraid of a kind of overdoing things, or like smothering him in different kind of ways. So you kind of keep your energy back. But I actually feel like sometimes he would like to feel your energy, but just it's a little bit incoherent sometimes about when we should send and when we should not send. I feel like there's a lot of mental blockages at this moment, wanting to do something, but again, not knowing when to do it, or if we should do it, or if right now is the right moment to do it. But at the very basics of it, I want you to look at it a little bit like a volcano. There is a structure that is outside the volcano, and you've got that lava that is bubbling within it. Now, it can bubble for years and ages and centuries before actually exploding and something happening with it when the energy is just way too strong and we can no longer contain it. Well, A is a little bit into that kind of a way. So we have a lot of wants and we have a lot of desires, but we kind of suppress it over and over and over until we figure that this might be a good moment to actually expose or to open on up or to do something with it. It's just that sometimes he kind of lags, and that lag kind of makes you wonder. But I feel as though within time you guys have gathered a little bit of your own energetic space that seems to be okay going for the moment. So I feel like you've reached a place where there is some harmony, there is some peacefulness, and there is more of knowing what we want and what we desire from each other. Even though we know that we want something beautiful and grand for the future, we know that we have to work towards it. And right now might not be that right moment, but we are working towards achieving it. So that's what I'm seeing for you, my love. I'm going to say that you're cherished more deeply than you actually know. I feel as though his heart softens and his smile just really at the thought of you. And I feel like love flows really quietly around you. You don't necessarily see it, or don't always necessarily see it, or don't always necessarily feel it, but it is there. And I feel like his love often just kind of goes on through, especially before you go to bed at night, and just kind of wraps you into a calm warmth. So I'm going to say his love towards you is steady. It is true. He wants you to trust that your presence always touches his heart into a way that I know that he can't always express or say, but your love is gently making its way towards him, and he's hoping that his love is making his towards you, but step by step. Yeah, that's it. All right. Sean, I already told you into Messenger what your timestamp was, my love. I already told you approximately what it was. So yes. So my beautiful Patricia, sweetie pie. Yes, that is. You are loved, my love. You are loved. Let me give you loving messages to go along with it. And please let me know if our beautiful Julie is with us for her reading. All right, so let's go with an angel message, sweetie. An angel message for you, my love. Your angels are gently reminding you that you are safe, you are protected, and you are deeply loved. Trust in the timing of your life. Even pauses hold divine purposes. Keep your heart open. Unseen blessings are quietly being arranged for you right now. And I am sending you much love, sweetie. Oh, there you go, my beautiful Julie. Patricia, love you, sweetie. And all is good. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. And feel free to send me a message whenever you are ready. You can send me a message through email like you usually do. So continue being your beautiful self and continue to rest. And I hope that your mom is doing good also, sweetie. All right, so here we go for our beautiful Julie, and then we're going to finish on up with Juanson. So, are we thinking about that? No, he hasn't brought it up again because he doesn't want to create any, he doesn't want to, how could I say? He wants it and he desires it, but it's like he doesn't want to create any extra pressure is what I'm gathering from this. So, is Mike thinking about the thing that you guys talked about all together? You see, he does. It's like he opened up about something to you that was important and that was exciting and that he wanted to do. But it's like at this moment, if he's like a little bit stressed because, hey, it's, you know, finally going to happen. And this is something that he's been thinking about for quite some time. So he does have some anxiety upon it. And he does still kind of wonder, are you going to want to go on through with it or not? So I'm going to say yes, he is thinking about it, but he is thinking about it quite a lot. But there is a little bit of anxiety towards it. I feel like it's always a little bit kind of lingering into the back of his mind as something that's exciting, but something that's intriguing and something is like, oh my God, it's finally going to be happening. But I also feel as though, I also do feel over here that the reason that he hasn't brought it up again feels like a little bit of a mix of that playfulness, but also the caution. Like he wants to see if you're going to hint at it first. And he also wants to a little bit kind of gauge the right mood or moment. So it feels like it is something that is more natural and not something that is simply forced. So deep down, I'm going to say he's a bit shy about showing just how much it really does, you know, turn him on, if you will. But he definitely has not forgotten. Now, I know that I said he's kind of wanting you to hint at it a little bit first, but do not hint right away. When I'm saying that, what I want to say is whenever he reaches on out and he talks about the actual date, you want him to reach out to talk about, are you free this day or that date? And then you can hint at it at that moment in time, but do not hint at it before that. He needs to make all the next moves, but he's still thinking about it. He's just figuring out the right date, the right moment, figuring out something that is nice and smooth. That's it. Have no fears about it. He still wants it. Mm-hmm. Yes. How's that? How's it gonna go? How's it gonna go? Is he gonna like the thing or feel closer to you? This thing is so intriguing. I see images into my mind. Are they correct or not? I don't know, and I'm not going to ask. But it is so intriguing. It sounds exciting and intriguing. All right, so I feel like the next date is going to be nice. It's going to be warm. It is without a doubt going to be intimate, but it's also going to be very, very emotionally charged, but into like the best way. I just feel like there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of tension into the air. So is it going to like the new thing? Yes. Is it going to spark the desire even more? Absolutely. But I also feel like it's going to touch him emotionally because it is something that is nice. It is something that is playful that you two share privately. It has not been done before. This is something that he has chosen to do with you and you with him. So it is something new into that. So rather as seeing it just as something that could be hot and spicy, he's seeing it more like a sign of your closeness, more of a sign of your openness with one another. So you can expect him to be a little bit softer, maybe a little bit more affectionate even afterwards, wanting maybe to stay a little bit closer to you, sweet little gentle words. So I'm going to say it's definitely going to bring you guys closer together, not just into a physical way. So it's a yes. It's a yes all the way through for me. Absolutely, my love. I can definitely confirm that for you. Absolutely. Hold on. Yeah, Rosebud is nice. It is a very interesting name. It is quite nice. All right. So is he still wanting to do it with only you and only you, sweetie pie? It's a yes. You are still the only one. I know. It's going to be happening. Probably, I'm going to say not this Wednesday, probably next Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday is when it's happening. Absolutely, sweetie pie. It is my pleasure. Have yourself some resting sleep now. Resting sleep, my love, is what you need. Well, that's a good idea, Sean. If that is something that you wish to do, then it is a very good idea. So, yes. All right. So, but you stayed active with your music, which, by the way, had a lovely, amazing lesson. Oh, I like that. A time for it, which you already shared to onto my messenger. All right. Love reading. And don't worry, it'll get better, Juanson. It'll get better as time kind of goes on by. Love reading for the moment. I'm gonna say less anxiety, more movement towards the future. Kind of holding a lot of things within, and there's no doubt we do have a lot of, transition type of an energy. So I'm gonna say though that you're looking towards the future, and that I do like. So you're moving on forward, even though it's a rough patch. It's not an easy path. But you're getting through it really, really quite well, sweetie pie. I love the fact that you use your voice to send out all those feelings and everything that kind of goes along with it. I do. So hold on. Getting over here, 7 of Wands, also getting. Work-wise, you're going to have a couple little challenges here and there, but nothing all that much, sweetie pie. I'm going to say you're going on in some days, this week I feel like you will have probably a half a day off. Maybe not a full day, but probably a half a day. But I feel as though things, will go well for you. But a couple little challenges, you'll have a couple of red vests, but nothing much more. I'm going to say you're probably looking forward towards your holidays more than anything else. Let's go and take this out over here and see what we've got. All right. Getting over here, the rope. You're feeling like you're stuck. You're feeling like you're restrained. You're feeling like there's a lot of no's that are coming on through. But I also do feel as though you're looking for love. You're looking for hope. But I do see over here with the scythe, the abrupt ending that was there. I'm going to say, you know what? I know that you can't see it at this moment in time, but within the following 3 to 4 months, there's going to be somebody new. It's not going to be E. Somebody new is going to come on through onto your scope. So let's see what's going to happen with that. I just see like new messages or something of the such coming upon. So how is she doing today? I feel like she's okay. I feel like she's moving on forward. I feel as though she's doing the best that she possibly can, but I'm not going to say that she's into a bad zone. I actually feel like she's doing okay, sweetie. So I feel like she wants you to be happy too, though. I feel like she's into a place where she realizes what she's doing. She realizes the choices she has made and the situation that has kind of come upon. And she knows that it's not the best one, but she does still want you to be happy like you want her to be happy. So I feel like that's a little bit the message that she is sending on out towards you. Let's go with an angel message, sweetie pie. And we're going to go over here for this one. Angel message for you. Follow your intuition. You're incredibly in tune with source. Listen to that inner calling inside to hear the voice. You have great potential to become the most spiritual teacher, healer, and role model for others. Always remember that you are also divinely loved and guided. Trust that your heart, it is gentle, but it is quiet, and the strength of the light is going to move you forward. Angels are clearing obstacles that you cannot see, so stay open and stay hopeful and know that blessings are already onto their way towards you. Let's move on forward over here with some messages. Oracle message. Your soul is entering a softer healing phase. Release what weighs you down and let your true light rise. A new chapter is unfolding, one rooted in honesty, tenderness, and quiet courage. Trust your inner knowing, because you are ready for what will come next. I am open to compromise. Please do listen to your heart. I do have a lot of desire towards you. And do I know you from somewhere? My beautiful loves, I am wishing all of you the most loveliest of evenings, and we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So good night, my sweetie pies, and we'll see you tomorrow.